All right, to record system local insert. Sweet. So it looks like we are live. Awesome. So guys, just testing out a new thing that we're going to be using for classes soon. What's going on, guys? This is Joe with Krav Maga XD. We are trying out a new system called Mevo. It's a camera that does some live recordings. We'll be using them for class, but right now I want to test it out and just show you guys some simple wrist exercises to help your wrist better. Because a lot of people are punching a lot of impact with the joints. It's not really great for your body. Your body's not used to it. And so if we take care of ourselves, we can avoid a lot of pain. So a couple different things. We got to stretch this part. We want to stretch this part, and then we also want to create some mobility and separation. So the first one, very simple, put your hands together, your palms together, go up so your elbows are together. You're going to be stretching out your scapula a little bit too. And then as you go down, you keep your hands together as long as you can until they start to pry open just a little bit, and then you stop and go again. I want you to do this about, 15 times, okay? So all the way up. Bring it down, squeeze until your wrists want to pry open, and then bring it right back up. Okay, once you do 15 of these, you're going to flip your hands around, do the same exact thing. Wrists are touching, fingers are touching, go down, squeeze your shoulders together so you get a little bit of shoulder stretch, come up until your wrists want to separate. And then right when they separate, you stop, and then you go right back down. And you're going to do this about 15 times. This is a really easy one to do to get your wrists nice and flexible, okay? Next, you're going to put your fingers inside themselves here so you're nice and tight. Then I want you to extend out. So you're going to push out this direction. Try to keep your fingers together, and you're going to be kind of opening up your wrist a little bit. And this helps a lot, especially when you go back and forth with the wrist, because when you're punching, you want to make sure this is nice and opened up and nice and loose, okay? So do it that way. Great. Now after that, you're going to do some wrist rolls. So you're going to do a little wave motion, and you want to be really smooth. So you'll feel a bend here at this wrist, and as you go down, you're going to be stretching this part. Then you're reversing it. When you come up, you're stretching that part, and then stretching your down wrist. Do this about 15 times. Then I want you to go the other direction about 15 times. Now, once that's done, shake your wrist out. You'll feel a little better. I like to do this as well when I'm training. I'll take my fingers and I'm going to clamp down on the actual joint itself. I'll really go, like squeeze really hard. Then I'll do circles. What this is doing is it's separating your joints a little bit. And then when you're doing circles, it's letting all your muscles and tendons just kind of relax a little bit and grease the muscles and bones inside. So do that a few times on each wrist. Now what I recommend is that you do this before class. Not at the school, but maybe before class, so you have some time, your wrists have some time to kind of contract back up, and then do this stuff after class. So just nice and simple, just go into this again right when class is over, or right when you get home, and just let your wrists feel nice and loose. So these are some simple wrist exercises that work really, really well, and let me know if you have any other questions, and hopefully this worked out well, and we'll see if we can continue doing it.